to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and close to a full house here as fans are eagerly anticipating this clash we have in store. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Temple Owls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. First down for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll throw it on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Looking downfield, it's Cook. He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Looking deep. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The incompletion on 1st down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Cook. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Temple lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this crowd.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man quickly. Oh, there's the ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Back to throw, it's Cook. Got his man on the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Graves. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. On it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Reads it, fires complete. It's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them. So we're focused on chasing them down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
He's going to pass. Going to let it fly. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Diego State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
The back goes in motion. Going up top on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that ball.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Looking to throw, it's Cook. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Owls! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
On second down, wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the option. Hard running there. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. You want to talk about hearts in throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Cook. Dances away from the heat. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Monarchs. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights at 28-13. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Can't hang on, he muffs it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback checking off. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Monarchs will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perkins. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do. And a lot of times you see big stakes and fumbles happen as a result.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
They'll run for it on 4th down. Running through contact. Touchdown, ODU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Looking to throw, it's Cook. Dances away. He throws back to the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. You know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They move the tight end all over. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Run it with the fullback. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And simple play, simple gain, get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Graves. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Wide out in motion. They'll give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Fights off the defender. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The Monarchs will move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Motion from the offense. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Mobile quarterbacks can affect defenses in different ways. This is a guy, a quarterback, that can hurt teams running the football, but even when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, everybody so afraid of what he can do, and that allows other guys to go out and have success.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Old Dominion. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads it left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Cook. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop it?
Touchdown, Monarchs! And the pummeling has started. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much closer to a win here. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Cook. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. All wideouts, no backs.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the...
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Scanning the field, it's Cook. Scrambling away. Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Owls moving quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The DBs will back off a bit. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on, they execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And the Monarchs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're...
Touchdown, ODU! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. To the air, it's Cook. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10.
Get set.
The give to the back. He breaks the tackle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Defense might bring the house here. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah.
Fires one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Cook. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's a